In today's video, we've got a lot of exciting information to go over. We've been wondering what is the status of Experiment 101 in THQ Nordic's Biomutant, and it has been confirmed to still be in development. We got a statement from the development studio as well as THQ Nordic, so we'll go over that. Very excited about this. I uploaded a video probably about a week ago talking about Biomutant and what happened to the game, but now we have it confirmed. The game is still in development. Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be a huge install. The box has confirmed that the game is a gigantic title, so we'll go over that. And Platinum Games is teasing a major announcement for the February 27th due issue of Weekly Famitsu. We'll go over that at the end of this video. First up, Biomutant is still in development. Developer confirms. Developer Experiment 101 has shared a message regarding the long silent open world action RPG Biomutant, which has not seen any new media since a trailer all the way back in December of 2018, and there were also special editions announced in August of 2019, but it's been a long time since we've heard anything concrete about the game, so this is a very welcomed update. Here's the full message from Experiment 101. We know that many of you are wondering if the game is still in development. Let us assure you that we've never been working harder and more focused on it than now. We are doing everything we can to make this the best game all of us have ever worked on, and that will be as entertaining and great as we can possibly make it. We can only hope for your continued support and patience as we complete the final stages of its development. As some of you might understand or know, the work involved in finishing a game is long, challenging, and unpredictable. The sheer magnitude, size, and length of Biomutant adds to said effort. We will reveal the release date soon as everyone at our studio feels confident about hitting that date and that the game is ready for it. Again, thank you for your understanding and for your continued support and enthusiasm for our game from us at Experiment 101. So based on that, it seems like they already have an internal monologue going of when they want this game to be released, even going as far as having a release date, so they are making significant progress along the game, and I actually like that. If you're not gonna unveil anything until you're ready to announce a release date, by all means. I don't need to see more gameplay of this game. I just wanted to make sure that the game was still in development because it was a lengthy period of time that we hadn't heard about the game. THQ Nordic also added to the pile, and they put out a statement noting the never-ending question when Biomutant will be released is still owed to all fans out there. The reality is that the team is small, around 20 people, so the finalization takes longer than with a larger team. THQ Nordic will announce the release date when they are certain they will be able to release a product that can live up to expectations. Hopefully the game comes out in 2020, but what really surprises me about that, I knew that Experiment 101 was a new studio, it was a smaller studio. I didn't know that it was just 20 people working on this grandiose open world RPG. That is surprising, and that is quite the massive undertaking, so I am going to give them a lot of leeway in going a little bit quiet with this game because I can understand with just 20 people working on a game this big, yeah, there are going to be some hurdles. Yeah, there are going to be some building blocks with Biomutant, especially as a brand new IP, a compelling IP like this. I want this game to turn out as good as possible right out of the gate, especially because from a THQ Nordic standpoint, and I think they understand this, it is imperative that Biomutant delivers. THQ Nordic, they've put out a lot of successful games, however, it has been a lot of smaller games. It is a lot of remasters. Even games like Darksiders 3, not as grandiose as a game like Biomutant, where it is this colossal open world RPG. An open world post-apocalyptic Kung Fu Fable RPG in the sense. It looks like a great game, and I really like how it's a post-apocalyptic game, and generally speaking, when you combine post-apocalyptic with an RPG, you would think this game that's dark and dreary in art style, but this is an incredibly colorful game. It's vibrant in its world and aesthetic, and I really dig that about Biomutant. It's a new take on third-person combat, a martial arts combat system that allows you maximum freedom of movement and agility while mixing shooting, melee, and powers for your mutations, learning new wushu combat forms through progression, and learning from masters you'll meet. You'll constantly add to your choices and make sure combat never gets old. Another element of this game that I really dig is the customization. Right from the get-go, you'll be able to customize your character, and those customization elements aren't just for aesthetics, aren't just for show. It is going to alter the gameplay of the game. If you have thicker fur, well, that's going to make you a little bit slower, but you can take more damage, etc., etc. So there's going to be a lot of variety in the gameplay to Biomutant as well, and for a 20-person studio, this is a colossal undertaking for them, so kudos to them. I thought that it was a little bit bigger of a studio, maybe around the 30 to 50 range, but at just 20 people, Biomutant is a game that I really hope turns out well because they've been hard at work on it for so long. I'm just hoping that it does release in 2020. Ideally, you'd want to get this game out before the release of the next generation consoles, because at that point, a game like this, while I'm very excited for it, I feel like it could get lost in the shuffle, especially later in the fall when you're talking next-gen consoles, when you're talking Cyberpunk 2077, and a lot of other major games coming out around the same time. A new IP like Biomutant, while I'm very excited for it, and I'm definitely going to check it out day one, it's one of those games that could get lost in the shuffle amidst everything that's going to be going on in the gaming world later this year. So ideally, I would like a game like this out around the summertime, and I think that would be perfect. Where generally speaking, the summer is a quieter period of big game releases, and I think Biomutant could really find a place to shine at around that June to August period, you know, later in June, mid-July, early August. I think around then, that would be a great time period for Biomutant to release. You would get ahead of the next-gen consoles, ahead of Cyberpunk 2077. You would enamor all the kids that are out of school or whatever the case may be. They got some extra time to delve into an open-world RPG, and Biomutant would be right up their alley. That's just my 2 cents as a new IP. I think that would do Biomutant a lot of good. So, we're still waiting to hear on a release date for that, but good to hear that the game is still in development and Experiment 101 is hard at work on it, and THQ Nordic giving them a lot of leeway, giving them a lot of opportunity to also take their time and finish the game. Their understanding of the fact that it is a smaller studio, so kudos to them as well. THQ Nordic's got a billion games coming out as well, so I think if one game takes a little bit longer, it's not going to be the absolute end of the world. Alright, next up, Final Fantasy games are generally large in file size. However, Final Fantasy VII Remake looks to be taking the cake as it's only part of the Final Fantasy VII overarching narrative, but the Remake box has confirmed that the game is 100 gigabytes in size. Yes, the box notes that it's 100 gigabytes, and I think that is to be expected given that FF7 is going to have these large cinematics, these over-the-top visuals, and it is going to have a lot of content. Even though it's a portion of the Final Fantasy VII experience, we do know that the portion that it has is more fleshed out. There's gonna be side content and all that kind of stuff, and as a JRPG of this magnitude, a Square Enix JRPG at that, you're led to believe that from the get-go it is going to be a massive install. Maybe 100 gigabytes is a little bit larger than you had expected, but still, if you're excited for it, make sure to clean out your hard drive because come April 10th, it is going to be a significant install, especially if you're still rocking the OG 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4 hard drive, which God forbid you're still rocking that. I think at this point, the majority of people that are watching our videos are either playing on a newer PlayStation 4, whether it be the Slim, or you are already rocking the PlayStation 4 Pro, so you guys should be good with that, but still, make sure you got 100 gigabytes free. Alright, and lastly, Platinum Games has been in the news quite a bit with their wonderful 101 remaster. They're working on a couple of games, and it looks like they're going to be announcing something very major coming February 27th and the issue of Weekly Famitsu. That's when the announcement is going to happen. Platinum Games will have a major announcement in the February 27th issue of Weekly Famitsu, according to this week's edition of the magazine. Earlier this month, Platinum Games launched a website titled Platinum 4 with the first of 4 sections later turning out to be the wonderful 101 Remastered. This would make you think that they've got a total of 4 games to be announced. What are those 4 games? Well, no one really knows at this point. If the other 3 sections are also intended for new games, that would mean 3 titles have yet to be revealed. As far as what those games could be, your guess is as good as mine, but let me throw you out some ideas. Obviously, Bayonetta 3 is already in development, so unless it's a new trailer or something like that, I imagine that's not going to be it, and they're announcing a major announcement. A major announcement isn't like some release date announcement for Bayonetta 3. I really don't think that's big enough. I think a new game, whether it be a Nier Automata 2, I think Nier is due for a follow-up title, and I think Square Enix and Platinum Games are definitely down to continue to work with each other. However, it should be added that Platinum Games already has a game in development in conjunction with Square Enix, and that is, of course, Babylon's Fall. So I don't know if they want to jump right into Nier Automata 2 right now, or just a new Nier game, whatever they want to title it. A Nier remaster, however, or a remake that is done by Platinum Games, where they take the helm of the gameplay, because that was really the lingering element of Nier, the first Nier title. That was really the part of the game that wasn't that great. The story, the narrative, the music, all of those elements were really strong in the first Nier, but the gameplay lacked a lot. That would be really good. I would love to see a Vanquish 2. That's something that obviously I keep going back to. Vanquish is a game that I think really deserves a follow-up. I think it's great, and I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy it with the 10th anniversary bundle that just launched. And there are a lot of other opportunities for new games. Of course, it could be a brand new IP altogether, and I think that's something that Platinum Games does want to do. I think they want to inherently establish their own IPs that they own all the rights to, and that they can develop into their own franchise and have their own IP, because at this point, a game like Nier Automata it is going to be a game that Square Enix does have the rights to, and I think Platinum Games wants to move away from that. They are gonna work with other publishers, they're gonna work with Nintendo, they're gonna work with the Square Enix, but at the same time, I know that they want to establish their own IPs where they do own the rights to it, and then they can develop them, and they're gonna be more motivated with an IP like that. Obviously, they're gonna be motivated with a Bayonetta 3 or a Nier Automata 2, and I'm sure that's gonna happen at some point, but I also know that Platinum definitely wants to establish their own franchises, so we'll wait until February 27 to hear more on that. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Biomutant is still in development. The developer has confirmed that. Final Fantasy VII Remake box confirms that the game is 100 gigabytes in size, and Platinum Games is teasing a major announcement for the February 27 due issue of Weekly Famitsu. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.